And we're live. Hello.
Hi.
As you see, we've got, this one's a, Jack does not like to be on camera. He's shy.
So we had some requests for some Jack and Ava.
So Jack wanted to say hi.
And Ava wanted to say hi. Jack's like, no pictures. And she wants to play with Jack. So
they'll probably play when we put them down. But
yeah. So you might hear snorting and such once we put them down. But yeah, so we had some Jack and Ava requests, so here you go, Jack and Ava.
There's Jack, there's Ava. They're doing pretty good through everything. They're holding up good.
Okay.
They want to play all the time.
They do. They're kind of like a bright spot.
Okay,
he's
going down.
Okay.
He's fighting way too much. And, okay, here, all over me now. So I have to go take a shower. I'll be back. Anyway, hello.
Hi.
How is everybody doing? Yes, Jack and Ava co-hosting. That's right.
Yes, I
wish,
usually they sit just fine, but of course, because we want them to cooperate today, they're not going to do that.
They sat for a minute and a half waiting for the camera to turn on, and just as I went to go hit start, Jack started fidgeting.
Of course he did. And see, now you're going to hear snorting and playing in the background because they're all wound up. So sorry about that.
They like them, so it's all good.
So
you want to tell them to share it before I announce?
Oh, sure. Sorry, I'm so out of the work mode. But as usual, please share this video with your friends. We really appreciate it. Our show probably is going to be a little disorganized, but that's really nothing new.
No.
We don't have
usually like that.
We don't have a ton, of news per se, but we're going to try to chat with you guys. So any shares are appreciated.
She said share with your friends, but family, go share it in other Disney groups.
No, don't do that. Are you kidding me? Ignore him, because you get kicked out of Disney groups for that. Why would you say something like that?
Bring them on.
No, oh my God.
We got to get something going in this community.
We're going to talk when this is over. As usual. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Ignore him. So
okay,
anyway.
That's fine.
Go ahead, do your spiel now.
Hello, welcome to TMSM Weekly Live, show number 80.
80.
Wow. For March 30th, 2020, I'm Scott.
I'm Michelle.
Show 80.
Show 80.
When we started it, we didn't know we'd get past 2. The first one was show nobody's going to watch it.
Nobody's going to watch this mess. And apparently you've been watching this mess for almost 2 years. So we thank you very, very much for that. And last week, as we had, I hope you caught all the announcements from last week because of everything that has been going on. We were supposed to have Scott Garland, a.k.a. Scotty Too Hottie, on our show last Monday. But with there being a lack of Disney news and then with the whole social distancing and all that good stuff, we wanted to wait until we had really more upbeat things to talk about to have Scott on, wouldn't you say? Yeah,
we already talked to him, and he was completely fine with waiting to do the show. So maybe once everything gets rolling again and everything's been back to normal, we'll get him. He still wants to do the show.
Yeah.
He does want to do it, so that will happen. We just don't have a clue as to when.
Well, yeah, that's part of the problem right now is, we're all kind of clueless as to what is going on. So I thought what we do is we talk about the little bit of announcements that we do have, and then maybe we can just have some lighthearted Disney chat. I will put my glasses back on. It's so funny, sidebar already. So, because, what? Why are you laughing? I don't have my glasses on. I can't.
Corey said Joe Exotic's watching us.
We're going to talk about that, too. I think we should talk about that.
That is definitely newsworthy.
That is definitely newsworthy, not Disney news.
That is the biggest thing on the internet.
That's the only thing going on right now.
And we subjected ourselves to it all day Saturday.
We did. Well, let's put that on hold.
You got to wait for that one.
You got to wait for that one. But it's funny because since we're in the house and we can't go anywhere, all of the getting ready for things has gone to pot, so to speak. I mean, I had to throw myself together just to go live, and I didn't even do that great of a job. Didn't put my contacts in or anything. I mean, we're all going to be a mess by the time this is over. You can't get our nails done, hair done, any of that stuff.
I'm not shaving or cutting my hair until afterwards.
You need a haircut, though.
You cut it.
I did. Yeah, he's got no excuse. I cut his hair. But anyway, so we'll talk a little bit about announcements, and then we can maybe have some open discussion about some things if you want to do that.
So you want to run through your little bit of news?
Okay, yeah, let's do my little bit of news first. Okay, so remind you, I did put all this stuff out today on our site, but in case you didn't see it,
because Facebook doesn't always show it to everybody.
True. So let's discuss for just a minute. Okay, so Disney Cruises. Let's do that first. Disney Cruise Line canceled departures through April 28th. I know that they have like a rebooking policy and all that good stuff. Now, I don't know. I don't understand all the ins and outs. And like I put on the blog earlier, if you go to our travel partners at MEI Mouseband Travel, Becky and her team have all the scoop on that. I am not a travel agent, so I don't.
And Becky's actually on.
Oh, hi, Becky.
Hi, Becky. Becky has been swamped since all this began. So,
yes, but Becky can handle all your. Not Becky just by herself. Becky and her team. Go to Becky direct. She doesn't. She wants to never sleep.
She wants me to buy a Floby.
Oh, my mom is on too. Hi, Mom. She can. Becky and her team can answer your travel-related questions because there's a lot of things that we don't understand the ins and outs of, and I don't want to tell you wrong. So, and her links are on our site as well. So, and I also put something in the Nation and in the blog I did on the cruises today. So there's a link if you have questions. So I'm just sending them her way.
Her team will be able to take care of everything you need. So booking new trip, if you have questions about what's going on right now, when stuff will be available.
The travel industry is really, having a hard time right now. And if you can, reschedule instead of canceling your trips, because this is, temporary, and we're all going to get through it, and we're all going to be, wanting to go to Disney again quickly, I'm sure. So again, if you can reschedule, or if you want, to book trips, then Becky is your girl. Her team are, they're wonderful.
She really is, and they handle everything for you guys. So if you had a vacation plan and you didn't book with Becky or her team, you'd be making those phone calls, and they would be doing it for you if you had booked through them. So that's where the benefit of having an agency help you is at.
Yes. Plus, again, we don't know what we're talking about when it comes to travel stuff, and we know parks, we know about the stuff, but as far as the ins and outs of that, cancellations and all that, it's not our expertise.
Travel for us is 6 miles down the road. So
Okay. So, and then in other news. This morning it came out, Bob Chapek sent out an email and there was a press release about how some Disney execs took a pay cut in order to make sure that the cast members are still getting paid, and that, for the greater good of everything that is going on right now. Bob Chapek is taking half of his salary off to give back, and Bob Iger is donating 100% of his salary.
That's a lot, because he made a lot.
That's a lot. I mean, and it's funny because I think it's great that they did that. And other execs are doing 25% of this and whatever else. And I know that, some people had, snarky comments, well, they're millionaires and whatever. And I get it. But any little bit or a lot of it that people can do to help other people right now is important and appreciated.
Well, they were kind of in a no-win situation. They didn't do anything, they got made fun. They got ripped up for that. If they did something, they got ripped because it wasn't enough. So I mean, either way, they were going to lose to some people. But
they're not going to be hurting
no, not.
Somebody like us commoners would be hurting us commoners, like common folk that are struggling right now. There's a lot of people that are struggling right now. So I think it's really great that they did that. They have to take care of the cast members because the cast members are the ones that make the magic.
That's true.
I mean, yes, the execs make decisions and such, but without the cast members, they would not be able to do, what they do. And as far as, bringing the magic to the guests that come to the parks. I mean, it's all about cast members.
Well, yeah, they're the first line to the guests. So if the cast member makes the guests happy, they're happy all the way up. So
yeah, that's true.
That's where it starts.
So, and then in other news, Florida schools just announced a little while ago that they are closed through May 1st. What else? I'm all frazzled, sorry. So we also put out the other day about Disney World and Disneyland reservations after June 1st is what they are accepting now. As far as park closures, we can only put out what we're told, and sometimes I've been getting messages and stuff like, so do you know anything, or do you know, I'm going to be able to take my trip on such and such date, or if I think that, you know, you'd be safe to keep, you know, this travel date.
Right.
You know, I don't know.
No, and they're not going to tell us because of that reason. Because if they tell us and we say it, and then 100,000 people say, "Oh, well, Main Street Mouse said this," then we look bad. So they're not going to tell anybody those dates. So until it's actually confirmed from Disney, do not trust a date you guys hear. We won't put it out unless it's confirmed. We have friends who are cast members who are telling us when they hear something, just to let us know, to be aware, but we're still not putting out to working firms.
Yeah, and we try to stay on Disney's good side because we have a really good working relationship with them, and we don't want to jeopardize that right now, especially because correct information is so important, and everybody is waiting for it. You know, like everybody wants answers, and trust me, we want answers too, but we don't know. You know, they just came out. I don't know if it was. Oh my! Do you guys have that right now too? All your days are blurred together. I'm like, what is today? I mean, how many times do I ask you that every day? This
she does.
I'm like, what's today? I don't know the date. I don't know the day. I mean, I go by TV shows. I knew yesterday was Sunday because I watched 90 Day Fiancé, so I knew that yesterday was Sunday.
And Saturday was so boring because we had nothing to do. That's why we watched that
Tiger
show.
King.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
But anyway, my days are all running together because usually I'm on a schedule or usually I'm busy covering Disney things. And, you know, we've been putting out stuff for you guys like crafts and recipes and, you know, video and our YouTube channel, you know, trying to dig up content so that you guys are still getting your Disney fix. And I'm trying my best.
We need to remake Disney scenes with Jack and Ava.
So, you know, Ava, you can dress her up with ears and stuff and she doesn't care.
We had spaghetti yesterday. We could have redone Lady and the Tramp.
Jack?
Man, we missed that one.
No, Jack will not let us put mouse ears on him. Like, I've tried. You put a shirt on him and he tries to eat the shirt. So he's not as easy as Miss Ava. Now, Miss Ava, you can put her in anything. She does not care.
That's right.
She's all about
the fame.
Yeah.
She is a diva.
But yeah, so it has been like the longest month ever.
It's not even up yet. It's still 2 more today and tomorrow, still before April.
I seriously don't even know. I mean, I wish I had answers. And you know, the cast members miss their job. Us that do Disney media, I mean, we miss our job. You know, it's so funny because I used to go look at my phone to get content, and I could see like if I was doing my Wednesday night blog to talk about what happened for the week, I could just go look at pictures to see
where we've been.
So now I go look, and it's like mostly like stupid memes that I've sent to my friends because I'm bored. I mean, we don't have like you know, it's weird for us too. You know, I was talking to my friend John today, and we were talking about how weird it is for us. That media event that we did for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway was not even a month ago. It was almost a month ago. Right. And because of everything that's gone on and because the days are dragging so much, that event feels like it was forever ago. Like, I feel so disconnected from our jobs and our lives and what we do. It feels like so long ago. You guys know what I mean? Like, normal is, like, this isn't the new normal right now.
That was when I wrote Rise of the Resistance.
It is. That's when he wrote Rise of the Resistance.
So long ago. So many years ago.
I feel like okay, so the other day, I put it on my Michelle Atwood page. I read a page from Moving to Main Street USA about taking Disney for granted or not taking Disney for granted. It's on my Michelle Atwood page. It's on Instagram too. But the point that I was making with that is there's so many things that I miss and that I feel like I took for granted because Disney was right up the street.
Well, yeah, because we talked about that. There's so many times we go to the park, it's like, oh, it's kind of busy, let's leave, or oh, I don't feel like waiting, we'll ride it next time. And right now, we don't know when the next time even is.
There is no next time right now.
It's kind of scary.
I mean, because that's what I was going to say. The other day, again, that was my point. I don't know what day it is. So it was either earlier today or was it yesterday? They were talking about extending social distancing through the whole month of April.
I think they already said it for Michigan. Or for Florida. What state am I in?
See, you don't even know.
I don't know what state I'm in. Feels like Michigan because we're not going to Disney.
Yeah.
It could be the same.
Could be. But, so we simply don't know. I mean, we don't know.
No idea.
But I will say this. Allow me to get on my soapbox for just a minute. You know where I'm going with this.
Oh, I don't know. We'll see. I was reading comments.
stay home. Stay home. I really believe that this will be over with so much faster if people quit fighting it. Like, I don't want to be home either. I miss being out. I'm a people person mostly, but this whole situation is turning me very non-people-y because I'm getting angry.
She goes walking in the neighborhood, and in our subdivision, which I don't know why, because they never did this before, but all of a sudden these people feel the need to work out together in the open fields and such, and they bring weights. And I don't mean dumbbells. I'm talking full bar, 45-pound weights that you would bench press and such, and they're putting them in the park area to work out together. Cars are lining the streets. It's a big old production. Yesterday, our neighbor back here, they had 6 people in their backyard, and they were on live feed somewhere on Facebook or someone doing an exercise video.
With a baby on the side.
With a baby on the side and a dog over there. And it's like...
I was talking to my dad today. I am not normally a hostile, angry person.
Yes, she is.
Well, to you, maybe.
Yeah.
But I was talking to my dad today, and I said I feel like my friend Lorraine.
She's not.
No offense, Lorraine, because she's like that. I wanted to like take the hose and shoot these people over the fence with water. Like, get back in the house.
I was gonna go throw their weights at them.
Like, you don't need. They say to stay with the people in your house. Why are you having exercise class when they're telling you to not do that? I think.
She was mad, and I said, just keep walking. Don't worry about what they're doing. Worry about you. Just keep going, because they're not going to listen to you. Just go.
Okay, and here, again, I'm just saying, I just feel like I need to vent. If you guys want to vent and complain about people, feel free. But I want to get my life back. I want people to go back to work. I want to go back to work. I want to have that sense of peace and calm and normal and all these things. And when I see these jackwagons out there having exercise class, laying on the floor together, doing crunches in the grass and sweating all over each other, why?
I told Michelle we're going to do TMSM cardio, and we're going to charge people $5 to watch us.
He wants to have TMSM exercise class. Like, that'd be great. See, I'm not being a hypocrite because I do go for walks every day. I go for my power walk. I put my techno music in my ears, and I boom, 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 and I walk around there.
How do you do it?
Boom, 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 because I love dance music. You guys know this. But I'm by myself. Or I'll take my son Aiden with me in the evening. Now, mind you, Aiden is my, immune system compromised child. And that is why I get angry. I don't have a great immune system either.
She doesn't.
I
so
don't.
her and Aiden are pretty much in the same boat.
Me and Aiden need that to people to just listen, and I'm keeping him away from things because I would never forgive myself if something happened and I didn't take those precautions, and that's why I get so angry. Because this temporary inconvenience is so not worth putting anybody that you love and care about at risk. I don't care. People can say, I'm bored, I'm this, I'm that. I don't care. But stay home and listen so that we can all get our lives back.
You know how you get rid of the exercisers? They're over there by our little pond. Build more gators. Promise you, they will not be working out that close to the pond.
Here's the thing. I was this close the other day of calling the police. That's how mad I was. And he's like, just mind your business. You don't need to do that. I said, but they could take a ride through my subdivision, and they could have to stop and give violations to a bunch of people because the other night there was karaoke pool parties going on over here too. I just don't understand it. So I'm not trying to be like, bleh.
See, we can have a party. We'll just have 6 feet tape on the ground so everybody connects within 6 feet of each other. I went to Walgreens today, and that's what it was there.
What?
They had pieces of paper on the floor. Even outside the store, they had X's. So, like, when you were opening in the morning to stand in the X's, and that was 6 feet apart, and then when you walked to the store, there was lines on the floor.
See? Even when you go to Walgreens, you have to follow rules. I mean, you can still go places. You can go get your carry-out. You can go get yourself food. See,
if the apocalypse happened, those are the first people who are going out. The ones who are out there playing around, those are the first ones that all the people inside are going to take out. I've been binge watching The Walking Dead. I'm getting prepared in case it goes that route.
I just please. And if you know anybody that's not taking this serious,
tie them to your floor.
Tie them calm down. No, I just, like I said, it's just, I get angry because, like I said, my son has an, compromised immune system. And when I see people not listening, it's like, this is why I have to keep him under lock and key pretty much, because I can't, because people are stupid. Sorry, they just are.
Stacy just popped on, and she's the one that wanted to see the dogs.
They
were on at the beginning.
Stacy, you're going to have to rewind to the beginning when this is over to see Jack and Ava. She was one of the ones that wanted to see the dogs. But anyway, okay, so I will stop crabbing now. I'm sorry. I feel really passionately about this because I see so many people that just want to go back to work, that just want to recover. And it's going to take us a long time to recover from this. I mean, we're taking a huge hit. I know you guys are taking a hit. I know, like my kids is so funny because they're so clueless, and we try to keep them that way when it comes to, like important things, because I don't want them to worry, because my Aiden worries like me, and Andrew is oblivious. But, we went and bought ramen noodles because they're cheap.
Oh my God, they think it's the greatest
thing. They think it is the trendiest thing in the world to eat ramen for lunch. I'm like, no, it's not. I mean, it's because it's cheap.
About 6 of them for $1. It's a good deal.
And they're like, oh my gosh, it's so cool because, and they're looking up recipes.
Andrew comes down yesterday and he's like, I need to make a sunny side egg. I'm like, he has never cooked a day in his life.
No,
all of a sudden he wants to make sunny side eggs.
They think ramen is the coolest, trendiest thing.
I told him it costs 12 cents for a packet of it. I said,
they're looking at
what's
recipes on how to add to the ramen to make it even trendier. And like today, you were upstairs working, but they're like, so he's like, I wonder if you can put like potatoes in your ramen or like broccoli.
That's called stew with noodles.
No, I'm like, just eat it. So then he's like putting like butter and sriracha and stuff in his ramen noodles, like the Chick-fil-A sauce. He's like putting it in the ramen because they think that's all like trendy and cool.
Chick-fil-A sauce goes on pretty much anything, but I don't know if it goes on that. Yeah, that's
like, no, it's because we're hurting right now. That's why we're buying ramen. It's not because we think it's cool and hip.
Well, and plus the two of them don't like to eat. They don't like to stop playing their games or whatever to go eat. So I figured, well, if I buy something that they really kind of want, they'll eat, and then she'll be happy because they're eating. And they don't need our help to heat up water.
Well, they shouldn't need our help to heat up water.
We have to remind them to eat.
I do. Because all their days are like all smushed together now too. I have to yell upstairs, you guys eat? And Aiden's doing homeschool right now, but he's an overachiever. He started his projects last week before he saw them sitting in the queue for homeschool, and he's been working on them since last week. I'm like, why?
And it's funny because he was having problems with it, and I'm like, this is how the tech works, this, and this. He goes, but the teacher said, I'm like, well, your teacher's wrong about how they're sending it. It won't work that way. I'm like, trust me, I know the tech stuff. I got that.
Okay, so that's really it that we have for news.
That's all? Wow, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Thanks. It's, it used to be a whole lot easier to do an hour show and then some, obviously.
All we need is one topic. Really, because the one topic will get us 45 minutes sometimes, if it's a good topic.
So what are you guys doing to fill your void right now? Like, what are you guys doing to, like, get your Disney, besides watching all the Main Street Mouse on social media?
How about this? I'm going to ask you a question and you answer it for them.
Couple questions. We're going to talk about Tiger King, too?
We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Okay, so let's say Disney's opening next Tuesday. What park do you want to go to? What ride do you want to go on? What food do you want?
Didn't we talk about this last
with
time?
With Panda, not with me.
Oh, not with me.
That was LOL.
See, I don't remember. Sorry. What now? What park?
She never listens to me. What park, what ride or attraction, and what food?
Okay, park.
And you talked about it with Jimmy and Lisa.
I did. I was on the Disney Nerds podcast last week as well. Hello to Jimmy.
Lisa was on. I don't know if Jimmy was. Yeah.
Thank you for having me. They're really nice people. I like them.
And she was in the Sentinel yesterday.
And I was in the Orlando Sentinel. Dwayne Bevel actually interviewed me about like how we're filling our Disney void and keeping our audience happy somewhat. I hope we're doing okay keeping you happy. I am trying my best. I promise you.
Okay, answer my question.
Okay, sorry. Sidebar. Okay, Magic Kingdom is where I want to go. Except I really hate the TTC. So, but yeah, Magic Kingdom. Ride.
Yes.
The mansion.
Or attraction.
Mansion. Food. I said citrus swirl last time, but I'm really trying to watch it. Maybe citrus swirl. Oh no, no, Nutella, fruit and Nutella waffle from Sleepy Hollow, because fruit's good for you.
That's right.
That's right. So where are you gonna go? Who's snoring? Is that Jack? It's so loud. Sorry.
I would go to the studios. Mickey's Runaway Railway, and carrot cake cookie.
Carrot cake cookie. That's some good stuff. That is like.
I had to pick something about the studio because I was already there.
Oh, right.
So, I mean, if I had my choice of any snack on property, I'm sure they have it at the studio somewhere, but I love the chocolate dipped pineapple.
He likes the chocolate dipped pineapple. You eat Mickey pretzels too with cheese. I
like Mickey pretzel. Popcorn is the best.
But see, I probably would rather have a pretzel than popcorn.
I could really use something from Casey's.
I could use something.
I consider those snacks. That is not a meal. So if they brought back the barbecue slaw dog, which I was a fan favorite of.
I do like. I'd probably be happy going anywhere. You know what makes me a little sad though? Makes me sad that they just started Flower and Garden the same day Runaway Railway kicked off.
Mm-hmm.
And then within a week, we were closing everything down.
Yep.
So it's like we were so busy covering media stuff that week. And then I'm like, oh, well, then there was supposed to be Family Media Day the following week for Flower and Garden, and then they canceled it. So I feel like, and I really love the Flower and Garden Festival. I like it better than Food and Wine. I know that's you either like one or the other. I love Flower and Garden.
It's usually because it's less crowded. We can usually get around. But
and
it's starting to get
love
busy.
The flowers.
Yeah,
I love the topiaries. I love how, where the monorail goes across where the water is. They have all the beautiful flowers. It's great for picture taking for Flower and Garden. And I feel so bad because it's really getting the short end of the stick this year.
I haven't heard that, Peter. Peter was asking, is there any truth to Stitch being demolished and being replaced by Wreck-It Ralph? I have not. I've heard that rumor.
No,
I've never heard the truth to that. So it's funny because actually I was doing some research today on an article, and it's about Extraterrestrial, the ride that was before Stitch. So that might be an article in my write-up.
No, it was Alien Encounter.
Yeah, but it was Extraterrestrial Alien
Encounter.
Like
E.T.?
No, it spelled it out extra. Somebody can put the name in there. She'll believe me. The real name of it, though, is.
That's a good question. Judy wants to know if they'll delay Flower and Garden until they reopen.
I don't know because they're going to end up running into the other festivals if they do.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. I would guess. Let's say. No, I'm not saying this is happening, so please don't go tell anybody I said that.
Michelle Atwood said.
Let's say they open again on May 1st. My guess would be they would pick up with Flower and Garden and just proceed. I
have a dining reservation for May 3rd, so that would work for me.
What?
My dining reservation
for
Napoli on my birthday. We were going to go.
Oh, I know. I hope your birthday isn't like.
That's okay. It's toasted. Go to Perkins.
Aiden's birthday is May 25th, and he's already worried about it for his birthday.
Extraterrestrial, or however you say that.
Extraterrestrial. Thank you,
Alien
Michelle
Encounter.
Perkins. Yeah.
That's the name of it.
Okay. But yeah, so something is going on over there, but we don't know what. Have not heard anything confirmed because we aren't allowed to say that. But as soon as we hear something concrete, we will let you know.
Oh, look at that, Darrow. They were supposed to be down May 18th for Flower and Garden. They changed their trip from May to September, and they got free dining since they were already existing reservation for May. Now we get 6 nights. They're going to 3 parks instead of staying for 5 and going to 2. So they got a better vacation out of the deal.
Yeah,
and they
got
are
free
trying
dining. To do like some dining things. Again, you'd have to ask Becky about that because I'm not 100% sure on how all that stuff works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would. I think I would go anywhere at this point. Even Animal Kingdom, it's my least favorite park. But I think because listen to this because I had a dream last night.
I had a dream.
That I was at Animal Kingdom, which I don't remember the last time I was at Animal Kingdom. I'm not trying to be a hater, but I don't go to Animal Kingdom.
It was a media event, so we don't go unless it's usually a media event.
It's just not my favorite park. It's just not. I think they need more.
It's so hot in this hot time. When it's hot here, it's really hot there.
But I had
super hot at Animal Kingdom for some reason.
I had a dream that I was in line for Flight of Passage, which is another thing that wouldn't happen. And I was in the room.
Unless it's a fast pass line.
Unless it's fast pass. But I was in there and I'm standing all those people, and then I had a moment of panic. Like, oh my gosh, are we supposed to be here? Like, why are all these people here? And everybody's like by each other. You know, and it's like we're not supposed to be.
You got Panda-tizer? You're touching me.
Yeah, we're not supposed to be doing that. And I woke up and my heart was beating. So it's weird because maybe it's an internal struggle because it's like I want to go to Disney so bad, but I also want it. Oh, I'm theorizing what that dream meant. I'm analyzing it. It means
send your dreams to Michelle at missionroute.com and she will analyze them for you.
It means that I really want to go to Disney, but I really want to be safe. I believe that's what that is. And it also means that I want to go to Disney so badly I'd even go to Animal Kingdom. I think that's what that means.
Wow, I hope Jody's not watching.
We talked about this. We're all friends. Everybody has their favorite parks. Like you have your 1, 2, 3, 4. Like which one is your favorite, and then your second favorite, and your third favorite, and your fourth favorite.
Some people may put a water park before Animal Kingdom.
Maybe, but I do think that Animal Kingdom just needs something else, and it's just nothing new. We've talked about this before. It's just my least favorite part.
Outdoor air conditioning would be a good start.
More fans. I do like their merchandise. I remember when we used to be.
Oh my gosh, she was obsessed with the leopard print.
Oh,
which brings us back to Tiger King.
I used to love when we were on vacation. I would save some of my souvenir fund to go to Animal Kingdom because I wanted animal print Disney.
And she always used to want a towel when we went on vacation.
That was my go-to souvenir. Some people nowadays it's ears.
Back in my day, we got a towel because it was resourceful.
We used to get towels.
You could use it.
Because in every trip I would get a towel from a park. It was like $22 for a towel.
We still have them all in the closet.
I still have them.
They last a while.
My Animal Kingdom towel was one of my favorites because they had Mickey ears with different animal prints. So Animal Kingdom used to be my probably second favorite park.
Yeah, you used to love it a lot.
I did.
It's funny though how Hollywood Studios really dropped off the map for a long time there.
Well, Hollywood Studios,
and now it's become and now it's the park that everybody wants to go to. Between Star Wars, between Toy Story, now with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, I mean that park's really starting to take off.
I like Hollywood Studios a whole lot better now. Hollywood Studios was never one of my favorites, but now I like it better. I like the idea of Pandora over at Animal Kingdom, like we talked before.
Don't tell Corey you said that.
I like the Nabi River journey.
Yeah.
Don't touch yourself. But I do.
You touch my arm, but that's okay. I can't touch my arm.
Where's my hand sanitizer?
I agree with Corey. Animal Kingdom does have good theming.
It does. I just think it needs something else. I mean, Pandora is nice. I like it. I just think they need something else.
Not a big fan of Pandora.
Maybe it's me. Could be me. Because, we've lived here for almost 6 years already. You can believe it. And, your opinion changes from when you're a vacationer to when you're a local.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
It does.
Like, your whole idea of favorites and priorities, let's say. But when we used to come here for vacation, the Studios has so much more now.
Studios used to be a half-day park for us.
Oh, totally.
We'd come in there and knock out the rides we wanted to do and leave.
And sometimes, whatever day we were going to the Studios, we try to squeeze the Springs in the same day, remember?
And the day we went to Animal Kingdom, we always went over to Margaritaville for dinner.
We did. We used to cheat on Disney and go to Margaritaville over at City Walk because Margaritaville really does have the best margaritas. Okay,
I think before we get too far away from Animal Kingdom, we should really touch on Tiger King now because it's a good segue. So who watched it?
Okay, wait. Before we chat.
We can come back to Disney.
No, I just want people because everybody thinks that we're all Mickey bars and ice and sunshine and okay, so we watched Tiger King on Netflix. So this ends the family-friendly portion of the show.
Oh my God, Corey's the one that kind of pushed us to watch this show, and then other friends of ours you gotta watch this nightmare train wreck thing on Netflix. We actually resubscribed to Netflix. We had canceled it, but we resubscribed, A, because there's nothing else on television right now. But B, we needed to see this show. And I couldn't believe the train wreck. And how the first episode has nothing to do with the final episode, really. I mean, they're completely...
Robert Carlson, Tiger King meet and greet at Animal Kingdom.
We need to create a TMSM outing and go to that place in Tampa where Carol, who killed her husband, allegedly killed her husband. We all need to take a TMSM trip and go out there together. We'll do TMSM in a leopard print on the shirts.
Okay, so...
I think it would work.
Again, this story, I'm sure you've seen all the memes, the jokes, all the crap all over Facebook because it is like the biggest thing in town right now because everybody's bored and people don't got nothing to do.
It's actually the smartest time to release the show like that because you're going to get more ratings now than you would if it was just normal.
Yeah, so one, I didn't realize that the big cat business was such a big business.
We got big dogs.
We got fat dogs. I didn't realize that there's this whole underworld for like wild animals and big cats and I don't even know what to say. But I didn't understand like what all the jokes were about. And I think the reason I wanted to watch it is because I kind of wanted in on what everybody was talking about.
She saw a meme yesterday. She was rolling on the couch because she was laughing so hard. She kept turning away because she was laughing so hard. And I just shook my head and I went back to whatever I was doing.
Okay, so you guys know how I have like my snort cry when I really get going? How long did I snort cry for? Probably 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
At least.
Corey said the shirts have to be sequined. Of course they do. They need that reverse sequin where you shouldn't go up one side and...
I seriously, the picture was something about using your coronavirus check to buy a cat. Like a tiger or something. And it was, I don't know.
You can't. There's 5,000 each. You heard him say 5,000.
No, you can get some for 2,000, which I did not know. But no, I'm not encouraging you to go buy a tiger. I'm going
to buy one and keep it at Corey's house in Alabama.
Corey, you got a big yard. We can
put a lion in it.
We can put a tiger in it.
Corey's got the Peanut Festival by him, so we can bring the tiger there to show people at the Peanut Festival. Walk around with
right. So, yeah, it is not, it's
Shane, you would love it.
Shane, it's just one of those things that as you watch it, it starts off really crazy, and then it kind of goes
nuts.
To, like, crazy, and then ends up kind of sad. There's some sad parts. It kind of like towards the end, it was almost like a buzzkill. They were taking like the sad things that happened, kind of took away from the crazy fun at the beginning. That's all I'm really going to say.
And then I found out there's an 1.5-hour video on YouTube that adds to the whole thing that's from
They said there's more to the story. Now, if you I like crime shows. I mean, I really like crime shows. I mean, not to the point like I want to learn things on how to get rid of people or anything like that, but I do love a good crime show. So that's what caught my interest. And there is, if you like crime shows, like April 5th, there's something about the West Memphis 3 on ID channel. Now, I don't know if I have any other crime junkies out there, but if we're looking for stuff to watch.
God, between Tiger King, 90 Day Fiancé, and the West Memphis 3, I'm going insane.
No. I think some of this stuff is interesting. I do. I mean, I just and it kind of makes, like if you watch crazy TV, let's take 90 Day Fiancé for a second. If you watch crazy TV, it sort of makes your life feel a little less crazy. I mean, I don't know.
Not when you watch it 6 out of 7 nights a week.
Well, I fell asleep on it last night.
Oh no, that means she's gonna rewatch it again.
So yeah, that means I'll have to watch it again tonight. But I guess the whole point of watching these junky TV shows and documentaries. Oh my gosh, that's Ava.
It's Ava.
Sorry, you hear that squeak?
She never plays with the squeaky toy. All of a sudden, Ava.
Sorry, the dogs are on the loose because they were part of the show earlier. I think the whole point of watching these crazy TV shows, whether it be, 90 Day Fiancé or Tiger King or bless you.
I wish they would drop Stranger Things right now while we have it.
I think. Hey,
not good.
I really think that it's an escape. Like we just want. I think people just want an escape from all of this, and I think that that's probably they're fighting, not fighting, they're play fighting. I think that's why, like, this few hours that we watched this show on Netflix, it was like it was kind of like I forgot for a little while all the mess that's going on in the world right now, and it had something else.
There was a whole other mess going on in Oklahoma.
It was another, yeah, it was another whole mess. And I think, oh my god, the snorting. Can you guys hear that? They're like.
Did you hear though? You know the producer who's in the show, who's going to do the producer of that
Yeah.
Who's going to do his house burned down in his hometown 6 months later. So remember how they think he may have burned down that house?
Yeah.
His own house burnt down 6 months later.
Yeah.
Now he lives in a foreign country. Yeah.
Crime shows. But anyway, the whole point I think is that we watch these things to get us an escape from what's going on.
Buying planes, I could do that.
So what have you guys been doing to fill your void? I mean, have you guys been binge watching anything? Hopefully, Main Street Mouse YouTube channel. There's always that.
I've been trying to come up with something new to do, something fun, and I can't come up with anything right now for Main Street Mouse stuff. I'm always trying to come up with new ideas.
It's hard. It's hard to come up with things, especially when you don't feel like it. Oh, also,
we need a reality show.
We need a reality show, but we don't have anything to talk about.
Call it Disney Queen. You can be in charge as well.
Well, I don't even have much to say. So I think I told you guys a couple weeks ago that I was taking this downtime to write my 4th book, and I've been doing that. Oh my God! Stop, Jack.
Her paper in.
But it's been hard too to I'm trying to write something that's kind of a little more funny, interesting, whatever. And I was telling him that it's hard right now because I'm not in a good mood most of the day, and to come up with, I'm still trying. I talked to my dad today, and my dad made a good point. He said, Michelle, you still have to bring the magic to your people because that's what they've expected of you for almost 10 years now.
And then he dropped the mic and walked away.
It was like, cool. But he's right. We're celebrating, and what a year to celebrate, right? It's our 10-year anniversary of the Main Street Mouse.
And they shut us down.
And I know
Disney.
some of you have been with us for a really, really long time, from when we were just kind of like a joke site and sharing silliness, and then turned into...
Corey's been there.
Corey is one of our very first members.
He used to run the chat every night.
We used to have chat at night. We had a chat room.
Him and Mike used to run the chat room.
We had a chat room back in the day. Not a creeper chat room, but we had a Disney chat room.
They would do trivia and stuff in there.
And we put jokes and stuff in there.
That's how the leprechaun joke from Alabama came out.
Yes, it is. Or in the Jar of Dirt.
Jar of Dirt?
Yep,
Jar of Dirt.
You guys remember Jar of Dirt?
I think Jar of Dirt's still on our site.
But back in the day, when we first started, it was all out of fun. And, I mean, it still is. Stop it. Yeah, Corey, we call Corey the OG Main Streeter. But it's amazing though what it started at and what it is now and what we do now. I would have never guessed. But my dad is right. My dad is almost always right about those sort of things.
Read what Shane said.
You did, Shane. You'll have to send it to us. That's wonderful. Shane said he wrote something. But I cannot.
Come here.
Seriously. Stop. Grab one. Grab a dog.
Come here.
This is Ava. She's
Now she's
loud.
all.
Now she's all.
Sit right
You
here.
need to stop.
You sit right there.
So anyhow, the whole point was that, this is what we do, and this is, we're used to trying really hard to bring you guys all this good stuff, and my dad made the point today that just because things are really crappy right now, we still have to try. Oh my gosh. Really? You guys hear all this?
She's snorting at me. She's...
She is something else. She's got dog spit on her.
Shane, you can email it to her, Michelle at themainstreetmouse.com. Michelle with one L.
Or Scott at the Main Street Mouse.
Or Scott.
But oh God, Judy, don't be that guy. I would absolutely love to bring back the Don't Be
I
That
told her
Guy
to do it
article.
because I think more people
I
would
don't
like
want
it
people
than...
to yell at me. That's
Let them-
why I don't.
All complaints can go to me because they know I don't care.
It's because, you know, somewhere along the line in the past 10 years, everybody got real sensitive about things. So that's why
She won't look.
she won't look.
No, she's sitting still
Um,
though. So Ava, what park do you want to go to?
what park do you want to go to?
Animal Kingdom, duh. That's my favorite park.
No, for the newbies that could be watching, this is Ava. She's our rescue French bulldog that we got last year, and we love her so much. And she loves our other bulldog Jack. They play constantly.
She's our little 5-year-old.
She's just turned 5, and she was rescued from a breeder. So, and she did not have such a great life, but she is spoiled, miserable.
Yeah, she had a really, from everything we can find out, she had a really bad life before
didn't
us.
have it so good.
She had 4 litters in less than 4 years of her life.
But she's really, really sweet.
And I think something's wrong with her hearing because she barks.
She has a wonky eye and she's got really sensitive ears, but yeah, she's really, really sweet and loud. But yeah, okay. So the Don't Be That Guy articles were one of my favorites to write. Don't Be That Guy at Disney. I remember. Do you remember the guy who hosted Star Wars Weekends? What was his name?
Oh, James Arnold Taylor.
Yes. I wrote a Don't Be That Guy at Star Wars Weekends, and he retweeted it, and he put a comment on it. I remember thinking, like, this is really good. Because it was like, you know, don't be that guy, you know, pointing out, like, the obvious things that you shouldn't do at Disney.
Like when you're 7'8" and you have an iPad that you put another 4 feet in the air in front of everybody and you can see your answers.
See, but you know what? What's funny, though, is that when I was starting to do these articles, there was people coming out, like, I put something like, well, who are you to tell me what I can do on my trip? I spent a lot of money to be here. Well, we spent a lot of money too, so just use your manners. And it turned into something that was jokey into something that people were starting to get like all like.
I'm gonna put Corey on my shoulders next time. We will block everybody.
Block everybody. I want to see that. I want to see that you and Corey can do like a 2-man totem pole, and you block everybody's.
And we'll put Ava on top of his shoulders.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, it was a really funny series back in the day.
Ava, what are you doing?
She don't know.
You want to get down?
You want to get down? Go play.
Go wrestle.
But anyway, so
Dog here again.
I think
Let's do it. Corey's all for it, so we're gonna do it.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, 10 years of this craziness. I just wish that we could, you know, I had so many like aspirations for what this year was going to be. And all the things that I wanted to do and all the things I was looking forward to. And then everything just came to a screeching halt. And now it's kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Don't be that guy, COVID-19 edition.
Oh God. That's me. I need to write that about my neighborhood, Jody, because
You should send it to Joe and let him read it on the air on the radio.
If people would
Joe
just
is
listen.
snarky.
He is snarky. If people would just listen, you know.
She sleeps on me all the time, Faith. Ava. Yes.
Ava. She's a big baby.
And she can fall asleep no matter how twisted her body is. She will fall right to sleep.
This is true.
You're getting tired.
Oh, I'm good. No, but my whole point, I had a deep thought here. Listen. So the whole point was that back to before we wrap up tonight. The whole point about how quickly things can change, and you know how things that you're looking forward to, and then them stopping, and you know even little things. I think if anything else, maybe take this time to have a new appreciation for things, because that's kind of how I am. I didn't realize I'm gonna throw myself under the bus fully. I didn't realize how many things I took for granted until I didn't have them anymore. I didn't realize how many the little things that I would get myself twisted up about really didn't matter. I think everybody can learn from this, don't you think?
No, I agree. My whole thing, and I've told her this before, is that after 9/11, there was a sense of everything. Everybody was caring about their family and everything. That. And I just hope people do the same thing after this, that they realize, but that stays. It doesn't last a couple weeks or months and then goes away. I hope that people really realize that if this happened now, it could happen again. And it could be worse even the next time. I mean, things could be worse than they are now. They're bad. But things can always be a lot worse.
Yeah.
I tell Michelle all the time, I said, as long as we're healthy and we're still okay, and loved ones are still healthy and our friends are still healthy, then we roll with it and we be happy because we get to wake up, because there's a lot of people out there who have family members who might not be in that position, who've gotten sick or who have passed.
Yeah.
And look at what Italy, I mean, we're both Italian, so we have ties to Italy, and a lot of our friends do. And Italy's just been devastated by what's happened there. When they lose 900 people in one day, it's just, wow.
So I guess that's the whole thing. Like, I'm crabby, and yes, I wish I could get back to my life. And yes, I wish that, we weren't dealing with all these things, but I keep trying to remind myself, on the grand scheme of things, Disney's going to be there and we're going to be fine. And, as long as we have our health and the people that we love and care about are good, then that's what matters the most. Yep. And I just think that there's just going to be, I know for me, there's just a new appreciation for things that I took for granted. And also, one more thing. I know in life that we lose track of people, for whatever reason.
We get busy.
We don't keep in touch. People have words and have falling out. Not everybody's perfect. I know I certainly am not, and I've changed a whole lot just this year. And I think that, letting go of grudges and finding inner peace and forgiveness is super important right now too. Because, you don't know what's going to happen next week. I mean, we don't know what's
going to happen tonight.
This is such an important learning experience for so many things. And I look back at stuff, like I said, that I get myself angry about or upset about, and it doesn't matter to me right now. And I hope that it stays that way, that those kind of things stay with me. And I really do. And it is hard for us being here with our family across the country. I talked to my dad today, and I'm like, how are you? How's mom? How's my brother, my sister, my nephew, my grandma? I want to know how everybody is, because we feel so disconnected from all of that. I talk to my two besties in Michigan, like we text each other all the time just to see how they are, because I want to know. I mean, they're all not here. So it's like, appreciate these people and, reach out and check on people, see if they're okay. And if there's somebody you don't talk to anymore, then at least pray for them, because that's all we can do.
That's it.
And I hope I've learned so much, and I hope you guys are too. And I'm gonna cry, so I'm gonna stop talking about it. But I'm so grateful for what I do have, and I don't want to lose anybody who I love. Is what I'm saying. Disney will always be there, but people in my life that I love may not be. So that's what's
very
most
true.
important.
You never know what tomorrow holds, so
Yes.
make sure you let the people know around you that matter the most.
Yes, and I am really trying. These dogs are going to make me crazy. I'm so sorry. So
She just forgot everything she said.
These dogs. I know a lot of us are lonely right now. I know a lot of us are struggling right now, and I hope that the bits of Disney that we are able to put out for you guys are helping. I hope that the things that we're doing are helping, give you that little bit of Disney magic and making you forget for a little while that things are as crazy as they are. Every day I try to schedule a day that, leeway, of course, in case there's news. But I'm sitting here at night and I think, you can ask him, I'm like, okay, what would they want to see? Would they want a Disney recipe? Do they want a Disney craft? Would they like a ride-through video?
Ava and Jacqueline make scenes for movies. We're gonna do the Tangled scene after dinner.
It's like
hey.
I'm just trying really, really, really hard to do that for you, and I hope that we're doing okay. I'm trying. So, and I'm trying to get my book done too, and I really want to be able to put that out, but I don't want to put it out if it's not good enough or good enough that I think it's good enough. But I'm over halfway done, so there's that.
So it's coming.
It's coming. I was hoping to have it done by now. I know when all this started, I'm like, I'm going to get that book done right away.
I know when she first said it was like the first week, and she goes, I'm going to get it done by Monday. I was like, okay.
I'm going to get it done by Monday.
That was 2 weeks ago today.
But he had made the point with me too, that you can't put out stuff if you're not feeling it.
No, because the reader will feel it, and then they're never going to buy it again.
I don't want somebody to read my book and be like, well, she was a little crabby when she wrote that chapter, I mean, I don't want it to come across that way. But I thought about writing a chapter about this. Like, what's going on now, but it's not over yet, and I want to put my book out sooner. But it's like, like the whole appreciation thing. And, gosh, I miss everything so much. Just life, our old lives. And I know that I cannot wait to get back to everything. Just, please, you guys, just be safe and follow instructions so that we can all get back to normal.
That's the best way to say it. We just all need to get back to normal.
Yeah, and we really appreciate everybody who's been supportive of us always, but especially right now. We appreciate you guys who are going to our travel sponsors at MEI, Mousefan Travel, for your business, because they really are the best and they support everything that we do. We want to get back to giveaways and our live shows at the Springs. We have our meetup weekend coming in October, and we have, October 24th is going to be Epcot. The 25th, there's a party for live on location at House of Blues. I want to do these things with you guys so badly.
I talked to House of Blues today. That is still on. It is happening.
We're still doing it. People have asked about our live on location shows. Yesterday was supposed to be at Wine Bar George, and of course it wasn't because Disney Springs is closed.
And I thought about it last minute. We should have pulled John on and did a live LOL.
Yeah, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try to do. Keep with the live feeds. Keep with the entertainment, so to speak, and we'll do it as long as we have to, as long as this lasts. We're not going anywhere, and I think that's part of the reason. Like, we didn't have a lot to talk about tonight, obviously, because we've been rambling. We put the dogs on.
Rambling,
but we just wanted you guys.
Everything I said was serious.
We just wanted you guys to know that we're here, and we're here for you guys every day, and we're thinking about you, and we're trying our best to keep reaching out, and we just want you to be safe and patient, because we're all in this together. Okay, that's my High School Musical tribute for you, but we are all in this together.
What are we doing tonight?
We have to just do our best to get through it and be safe, and that's what it.
That's it. So, like Michelle said, please remember to talk to MEI, Mousefan Travel.
If
you need anything, please. Becky's been in the feed the whole night, and she said if you have any questions about trips or questions about your vacation or anything, she's willing to answer them for you. She said even if you didn't book with her, she just wants to make sure people get the right information. So reach out to her and her people. They will help you, I promise you, and they will give you the best service they can. Yeah, thank you so much for helping. If you can't find their links are on our website under the banners, you'll see them. Click on the banner, take you to their site. You can get more information. Also, just want to make sure to remind you, if you're not following us on social media, please do so at the Main Street Mouse on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And on Twitter, it's just Main Street Mouse. You can follow us along. You can also follow Michelle M. Atwood. That's Michelle with one L, M. Atwood on Instagram, or myself, TMSM Avenger on Instagram. You're still posting there, aren't you?
Of course I am.
Yeah, so she's always posting, so you can follow what she has in her head. As far as she can't be at the park showing you that, but she can show you what we've done.
I'm always posting something. And we have to stop you for just 1 minute. Josh Kelly said today is his birthday. So happy birthday, Josh.
Happy birthday.
I hope you've had a decent day under the circumstances of all of this. But happy birthday, Josh.
Yes, happy birthday to you, Josh. I hope you had a great day, as best you could.
Yes. Social media. I'm also dabbling a little with the TikTok. I'm not great at it, but it's at Main Street Mouse also. I'm trying.
I'm trying to get her to step out of her shell and do some crazy stuff. She's like, oh, people are gonna be funding.
Yes. I'm not fully to the point of the humiliation part of it to where I want to do that. Yeah, I'm not really there because as you guys know, I worry about what everybody thinks, and I don't need to give anybody another reason to poke fun at me. And I think that's why I haven't done.
Because they have so many reasons to poke fun at you.
I'm sure they do. But and I know.
See what I deal with? Becky, call her, tell her. Becky's busy. I bet she would call and yell at you right now for saying that.
She might. But I know people have asked about. I did the reading of How Many Sleeps Till Disney. I still have not done How Many Sleeps Till Disneyland yet, but it's on my to-do list.
Right now, we don't know how many sleeps to eat.
I don't know how many sleeps any of us have, but we're trying. So, anyway, so that's about it. This Corey Tucker, did you see that? Yeah, I don't need more reasons. So,
last time he was here, all he talked about was the Peanut Festival. He's gonna make fun of us.
So Corey is like family to us. We've been friends for 10 years, and he's family, so he's allowed to harass me, I guess. I guess it's okay.
He's my best friend, and he's a nut.
He's a nut.
And just so you know, he's allergic to bubbles. So if you're around here and you're blowing bubbles, you're allergic.
To bubbles.
So he hates it when there's bubbles around. So when you see Corey, blow bubbles.
Go get one of those bubble blowers.
And Becky's on it. She's gonna call you and yell at you.
And show blow bubbles at Corey.
Lucretia, how rude. That's Corey's much better half, y'all, man.
Yeah, that's Corey's much better half, Lucretia. She's a saint for putting up with Corey. So we love you, Lucretia.
Keep me careful here, Scott.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I hope you guys are doing all right. Please take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. Just it's temporary. It's temporary, and the sooner everybody follows directions.
Stops exercising out by the pond.
Stop having exercise class in the middle of subdivisions. And karaoke parties.
We're gonna do TMSM workout out here in the patio.
It'll get traffic going with some workout. You don't want to see that.
I'm charging for that endorsement.
But anyway, until they follow on our social media all week long. If there's any news that hits that's legit, confirmed news, we will put it out. If not, I will still be putting out Disney stuff every day. Just thank you so much for the support. Thank you for following along. Please be safe, and we will be talking to you real soon.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.